Who is the richest fighter in martial arts history? How do you make millions smashing people's faces? Stay tuned and we'll tell you more about the lives of rich people. Hello dear friends, today we are going to talk about one of the most famous fighters in the history of boxing, Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is an American boxing champion and promoter known around the world. According to the Forbes Magazine, Floyd Mayweather had a net worth of $450 million as of 2021. As a result, he is the richest boxer of all time. Floyd is the fifth highest paid athlete of all time and one of only 6 athletes in history to earn more than $1 billion during his career. Michael Schumacher is worth $1 billion. Jack Nicklaus is worth $1.15 billion. Arnold Palmer is worth $1.35 billion. Tiger Woods is worth $1.65 billion. And Michael Jordan is worth $1.9 billion. But what is most impressive about Floyd's earning is that he became the 6th highest paid athlete in history with only a few advertising contracts. On the other hand, most of the highest paid athletes in history have made most of their money from advertising deals. Floyd made more than $500 million in just 2 fights. He earned $250 million after beating Manny Pacquiao in 2015. In 2017, he earned $300 million fighting Conor McGregor. Floyd handed over his current account balance to an ESPN reporter during a memorable incident in 2013, shortly before his fight with Saul Alvarez. He proudly showed off his current account balance of $123 million. Floyd was regularly and certainly the highest paid athlete in the world in his prime boxing years. He could easily make from $150 to $300 million a year when he fought, despite having very few contracts. Floyd earned a staggering $300 million between June 2014 and June 2015. He earned $300 million between June 2017 and June 2018, most of which came from his August 2017 boxing tournament with Conor McGregor. Floyd regularly earns $10 million a year in advertising outside the ring. Famous fights. On March 13, 2009, Mayweather was scheduled to face Manny Pacquiao, his toughest opponent to date. The fight was probably the most anticipated in a decade. At the time, pay-per-view revenues were predicted to exceed $180 million, and Floyd was expected to get $25 million upfront, an additional $25 million of the $180 million. Unfortunately, Mayweather and Pacquiao could not agree and the match was postponed for several years. Floyd defeated Sugar Shane Mosley on April 1, 2010 and Victor Ortiz in 2011. Mayweather defeated Miguel Cotto on May 5, 2012. Floyd won approximately $50 million or $32 million guaranteed for his win over Robert Guerrero on May 4, 2013. Floyd won $75 million or $41.5 million guaranteed when he fought Saul Alvarez on September 14, 2013. When Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao on May 2, 2015, that record was easily broken. The Mayweather vs. Pacquiao fight finally took place in Las Vegas on May 2, 2015. The bout was expected to be the most lucrative fight in boxing history. All profits were split 60-40 between Floyd and Manny. The bout brought Floyd $250 million. Pacquiao earned $150 million during his career. Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor fought on August 26, 2017 in the most lucrative pay-per-view boxing tournament history. At least 5 million PPV tickets were sold for the event. In the end, it was said and done. The fight brought in an estimated $700 million from all sources, resulting in a $300 million pre-tax payday for Mayweather. But then he didn't pay any state income taxes on those earnings because he was a Nevada resident. However, he was paying the IRS about 40% of his income. In fact, he paid 40% of his earnings plus $22 million in unpaid taxes on his 2015 profits. In the end, it was said and done. Floyd Mayweather's net worth after taxes was $160 million. Then did the fight with McGregor with a net worth of $560 million when his previous net worth is taken into account. Floyd fought YouTube blogger Logan Paul in an exhibition match in June 2021. He was promised $10 million plus half the proceeds from pay-per-view fees. The PPV was bought by about 1 million people, generating $50 million in revenue. As a result, Floyd received a total of $35 million. Additional appearances. Floyd was a Dancing with the Stars contestant in 2007. They finished 8th overall. Floyd was paid $20 million to enter WWE WrestleMania 24 in 2008. Real estate. Floyd's primary residence since 2018 has been a custom-built 11,000 square foot 10-bedroom estate in Las Vegas. He paid $13 million for the house. Floyd also has a 9,500 square foot home in Las Vegas where he lived from 2010 to 2018. He paid several million dollars for this house. In 2017, he bought a property in Beverly Hills for $25,500,000. At the time of closing, he also spent $500,000 on furnishing for this house. The property has also a sweet shop, a 300-seat cinema, and a wine cellar. He owns a condominium in New York, the Mayweather Boxing Club in Las Vegas, and the Girl Collection Strip Club in Vegas. Floyd spent $18 million on a waterfront mansion on Palm Island in Miami in August 2021. Car collection. Floyd owns a large number of expensive cars. He once told ESPN in an interview that he has a garage full of luxury cars worth a total of $15 million that he has never driven. Floyd has reportedly bought more than 100 cars from Taubin Motor Cars in Las Vegas over the past 2 decades. He is said to pay cash for his cars: $5 million Koenigsegg CC XR Travida, a $3.5 million Bugatti Chiron, a total of $2 million Bugatti Veyron, a Bugatti Grand Sport Vitesse, a $1.4 million Pagani Huayra, and a limited edition LaFerrari Aperta worth more than $1 million are among his famous cars. These are just a small part of his extensive collection. Floyd has many Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Mercedes, and other expensive cars. Private jets. Floyd is the proud owner of a $650 million Gulfstream G60 aircraft called Air Mayweather. In 2018, he bought the plane for his 41st birthday. In a bet, he allegedly went to Iceland just to take a picture for his Instagram. His name is written on the side of the plane, and 50-0, his boxing record, is painted on the wingtips. Floyd is the lucky owner of 2 private jets. The second is a $30 million Gulfstream 3. Floyd shared a picture of him standing in front of his main plane and 7 cars in January 2015. In total, he stood in front of cars worth $60 million. A collection of jewelry. Floyd is not shy about flaunting his bling collection. He has more than 40 high-end watches. He claims that when he goes on holiday, he carries 30 watches with him and carries at least $3 million worth of jewelry at all times. In 2015, Floyd paid an incredible $18 million for one Jacob the Jeweler watch. This watch has 239 baguette-cut emerald-cut diamonds totaling up to 3 carats. Billionaire is a fitting name for a watch. Financial problems. Floyd has dodged accusations of financial difficulties for years. In March 2017, for example, the U.S. Internal Revenue Service criticized Floyd, claiming $22,200,000 in overdue taxes on his 2015 profits. To be more precise, the IRS claimed that he owed $22,238,255 in taxes. Not only that, Floyd claimed he did not have enough cash to pay. A few months later, Floyd's lawyer filed paperwork with the IRS, promising them that their payment would be paid in full, including interest and penalties, directly from the proceeds of the fight with Conor McGregor. The IRS demanded immediate payment, to which Floyd's legal team responded. Although the taxpayer has significant assets, they are mostly limited and illiquid. The taxpayer will have a significant liquidity event in about 60 days, after which it plans to settle the remaining tax arrears for 2015. Floyd's former friend and current arch-rival 50 Cent claimed on social media in February 2020 that Floyd had gone bankrupt and would soon need to return to the ring to replenish his coffers. These were unconfirmed claims, which Floyd was quick to deny on social media. On the other hand, it should be noted that Floyd's lifestyle is extremely expensive to maintain. Between mansions, cars, planes, entourage, and all that, he probably spends tens of millions of dollars every year, even though he no longer has a steady source of income. He never wears the same pairs of shoes twice and leaves his trash to fans, maids, and hotel staff. He is also always accompanied by an entourage of 20 people, including friends, family members, bodyguards, a hairdresser, even though his head is shaved, and a masseur. One day, thieves break into his house and steal $7 million worth of valuables. Floyd's gambling habits have not even been mentioned yet. It is impossible to say how much money Floyd has made or lost on sports betting. During the years, he often places extremely large bets on sporting events. Floyd Mayweather will surely go down in boxing history as the highest paid athlete as well as an undefeated fighter, and he will leave a huge legacy to his children. Who hasn't dreamed of having such a father?